Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and this is going to be your read from the second half of July for you and two, okay? So let's hop into this. I'm excited for you. I'm going to pull a few cards for you and then a self-love card for you, and then we'll jump into you a little bit more as it relates to this other person and then dive deeper as needed. So let's jump into this, okay? All right. Let's take a look at first in terms of where you're at and kind of what wants to come out right now for you. Let's take a look at the activation cards. I'm going to pull an activation card for you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull the Oracle first. Let's take a look at that first. Let's take a look at what wants to come out. Okay. So what is this? And I kind of do it a different way. So that's why I always like to pull this out first. Ooh, ooh. Wow, we got the Lovers card. Crazy, guys. We got the Lovers card. This is beautiful energy. Really beautiful energy. So, you know, Aquarius, this is so neat. This really talks to me. You've got some really beautiful connection. You've got someone that you really want to embrace, right? Could be dealing with a Gemini. That's in the tarot, but we're dealing with the Oracle card as well. This, you know, really is about embracing another, right? This is about, you know, really coming together, the reflection of another person, you know, coming together and knowing that, you know, it's kind of like a process of love that there is a very strong connection. It's like a connection that you can really call home. And whether or not you're with that person or not, you know, that's not what the card is, you know, is really saying. It's just really talking about you've got someone that you definitely got a very close connection with, whether you're together with them or not. But there is an opportunity for love, and this is the kind of connection that you're looking for. Okay, I really feel that it's just it's someone that you feel at home with an embrace, right? And it's like it's like this unconditional love that no matter what, and there is like some sort of coming together where you're one, obviously. I'm going to pull another card because I want to see what the activation card wants to come through and say for you for the second half of July. So let's take a look at what that is for you, okay? This is really beautiful energy. I'm really, oh my gosh, you guys. What we get here is authority. So, authority. You know what this tells me, especially as it relates to love that's coming through here? This tells me that you've got this opportunity to now kind of take better control of your love life. And it's not the authority that comes from the outside in, right? Because that is an immature kind of love. It's more of the authority that comes from the inside out, right? And that's what this card talks about. So I almost feel like as it relates to love and even in your life overall, that in fact that you are taking authority of your own life and how you want to move forward. You want a type of love that feels like this, right? That is a close connection, right? And the interesting thing, it's a 10 card. 10 is like an ending and a brand new beginning, right? It's coming to fruition is the 10. It's really coming together. So I don't know if some of you are looking for love, and if you are, there is someone that's going to be coming together for you, okay? You might have someone that's already on your mind, whether or not you're partnered or not, but this really is all about realizing being very receptive, wise, and loving. And that's what the card talks about. But it is, you know, when you hear authority, you always hear like, you know, the powers that rule or govern, and it's kind of like this really this, I don't know, it makes you feel kind of closed, and it's kind of like you can't breathe, right? So, but this is really talking about that. It's also associated with you know, authorities about power, right? But it is it can be also real true authority is generated from the inside out is really what I feel. And it can be, you know, obviously the other way around too, but the true part of that is that, right? Yeah, so that's what's coming through. You know, there's a lot of threes are like energy, and it's kind of like there's three circles here, And it's like the energy that is created between two things. That's kind of how I feel about the Lovers card, because it's kind of like the energy generated between two things. Two people create a third entity, and there's three rings that are here, and that's kind of how I feel that's in this process. You know, the green is all about that beautiful energy of nature, and that's what's coming through here. The heart, you know, and then the confidence from there is the power of the solar plexus chakra. So this is really beautiful. I just feel that there is an opportunity for you to really take authority of your love life, you know, from the inside out, and create an entity, you know, it's kind of both working on your own and then coming together to become one. And you create a whole different, you know, kind of situation from that as well, because there's a relationship you have with yourself, there's a love relationship that the other person has with themselves, and then when they come together, it's kind of like that third entity. And that's kind of what I feel that this is what's coming through. But it's about taking authority over the type of love that you want in your life. I am going to pull one more card for self-love and see anything else that wants to come out before we jump into the rest. This is beautiful energy, really beautiful energy. What do we have here? This is about gratitude. So expressing gratitude. So, oh, this is so perfect. I'll tell you in a minute, guys. Okay. This is all about gratitude, and this is about being thankful for that of which you have in your life. It's a part of beautiful manifesting that is so important as well, and can increase a lot more abundance. And gratitude, in fact, you know, has an ability to relieve stress when you focus on gratitude within your life. It has some psychological benefits of it. And speaking of which, this is so funny, you guys. I created my candle gratitude, and I wasn't even going to say it because I'm still in the process of doing a few final things, but nevertheless I'm going to show you here right now. But in any event, do check it out. It's in my description box, as well as up here you'll find it. But it is really it comes with a few goodies, so you want to check it out as well. So just note that I won't be sending anything out for the next 4 to 5 days. Well, actually for the next 5 days. I'm not going to send anything out for at least 5 days. So if you are going to place an order, none of the orders are going to go out for at least 5 days. Okay, so just FYI. But I thought it was so perfect, and especially for the second half of July here. This is about that the universe is hearing your thoughts, and they are appreciated. And for some of you who've already started this, and it just brings in more manifestation and abundance into your life, right? And it's amazing because the scent for this is so it's just like you have to check it out, guys. It's kind of like a spa for the senses. It's something that I've utilized for myself, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to offer it for you know, my clients and my subscribers, because I go between my moon manifesting candle and also my gratitude candle, because those are both areas, the manifesting and the gratitude, which has helped me bring forth a lot of prosperity in my life, and I want the same for you as well. And that's something that's worked for me, so I always put into play things that work for me and share it with you when I can. But that's what's coming through here. So great. Now let's jump into your main spread and let's take a look at what is happening here. I think I'm going to use a different deck of cards here. Well, you know what? Yeah, let me use these cards here. Let's take a look at where you're at right now. Okay, where you're at the present moment, and then we'll take a look at this other person. Okay, so where you at the present moment? Okay, we got the Seven of Wands and the Tower card, just letting things fall. And wow, I gotta pull one more here. Okay, interesting, guys. So we've got the Seven of Wands, the Tower, the Five of Wands, and the Strength card. Okay, now the Seven of Wands is not letting any, you know, there's a lot of people kind of wanting your attention, you know, and what you're trying to do, you're staying in your bubble of gratitude and manifestation and in calmness, right? And that's kind of how I feel that you're at right now. The Seven of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. And so what you're doing is like nothing's going to rock your world, right? It's all about your home environment right now. And it's kind of like your home is a reflection of you, and you choose to make it a wonderful place to be in and live in. And it's kind of how I feel that you're at right now. So that's what's coming through at this particular time. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you might have it in your chart. Or you might be dealing with someone or just taking on the energy. Then I get the Tower card, just letting things fall as they should. It's kind of like you're just letting things fall. It could be within a relationship or situation that you're letting things things fall. Okay, so that could be the case. The next card that I get is the Five of Wands, is because everyone is kind of in conflict, right? You could be in conflict in a relationship or a situation, and then that's what's coming through here. So that very much well could be the case. So and this is saying the conflict, there is some sort of conflict. Everyone kind of has their own agenda, right? And this is also fire energy. And then the next card that I get is Strength card, and this is about having the strength in terms of love. Leo energy, again, you might have it in your chart, or you're taking on the energy, but I really feel that you're asked to be very strong here. This is about when to be strong and when to be the lamb and the lion, right? It's kind of being able, it's kind of like the light and the dark sides, when you need to step back and then when you need to move forward. And this is about, creating that symbiotic balance between that. Okay, Aqua, that's what I feel that's coming through. That's how I feel where you're at right now. This is very interesting. Let's take a look at, that's where you're at the present moment. I do want to find out from the Love Oracle. I do want to see if there's anything that wants to jump out for you here. Let's take a look at what that is, okay? Let's take a look and see what that is for you here. Speak up. Some of you have done this. Some of you are in the process of doing this, but this is about speaking up, here. And this is talking about standing your ground, standing for what it is that you want. Again, in a relationship or situation, or as you move forward in life, especially as it pertains to love, since that's what we're focusing on now. Yeah, you don't want to be unappreciated, this is, or being taken advantage of. So for some of you, it's time that you really have recognized the power within you, and you're totally stepping up. Like, you're creating change in your life, in your world, and especially in your love life, to get what it is, to get closer to what you want. Okay, and all the power to you guys. I'm so excited for you. It's been a long time coming. I think there's been a lot of you have been needing to release situations, right? Or that weren't deserving of you. Let's take a look at this other person. Okay, let's take a look at this other person. What do we have here? We've got the what is it? The Six of Swords. Could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or even an Earth sign that we have here too, with the Three of Pentacles. I'm gonna pull one more card to see if anything else. Okay, so you know what? Wow, this person's going through a change as well. You went through a Tower moment. This person's got the Ten of Swords that it's coming through here. There's a rite of passage that's taking place here. Okay, this is the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords talk about there's been growth, and it's no longer focusing on the past, and it's wants to move towards the future, but it's not there yet. It's in between. It's that energy in between. And I know that sometimes that can be an uncomfortable spot to be in, because you're not really knowing how to balance the situation with the energy that is around you and within you, right? But this is moving on this is about making that transition, right? Because you've experienced growth, okay? Through a relationship or situation from this other person. Now, this other person also got the Three of Pentacles, and the threes are all about teamwork and collaboration. Okay, so this is about transitioning from teamwork, and now moving towards teamwork and collaboration to now move things in one focused direction, right? Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, the eights are all about creating that change, right? In teamwork, there is some teamwork that needs to change, right? And something needs to be put to an end, an old way of doing things, right? When I get the Ten of Swords, that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and this is all about some sort of defeat, loss, or some sort of crisis here. So this person might be going through something there. Okay, guys, let's take a look at anything from the Love Oracle that wants to come out. How interesting. They've had some sort of ending, just so you know as well. Okay. Put an old way. Yes, starting fresh, a brand new slate, a clean, a new chapter, right? So that's what's coming through here. So very, very cool, guys. Anything else? They're starting over, right? They're getting rid of any sort of sneaky behavior, or whoever, maybe they were dealing with someone. Maybe they've been through betrayal, or maybe they received some sort of bad news. Whether that is something they brought upon themselves or a person that was around them, whether you or another person that they may feel. But yeah, they're sneaky lies, betrayal. Something existed within the situation here, and turning over a new leaf, transforming. So, I don't know, again, if you are separated from someone of interest here right now, you're both going through a big change. You're a big change here, right? And who knows, the relationship could have been the catalyst for that, right? But that's what I feel that's happening. Let's take a look at what is the core issue of the situation. What's the core issue of the situation, okay? Let's take a look. What do we have here? We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. The Queen of Pentacles is that down-to-earth, motherly energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, and this is wealth and security. So this is the core issue has to do with some sort of stability. Maybe it has to do with some sort of marriage, guys. Whether you or this other person, someone might be going through a divorce. It might have to do about the stability. But the core issue is about being very calm. Sorry, guys. Let me just turn off this. Turn down the computer. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it could be that this is about the down-to-earth, motherly type of energy. Now, someone could have that, in terms of the situation, or may appear to be kind of carrying on that characteristic. She's very careful where she places her coin and how she moves forward with what she invests in. But she knows her value. She's focused. She's abundant as well. And then I've got the security that's next to it, the foundation, wealth and security. She could be focusing on her wealth and security right now, or maybe that is something that's coming into play about the relationship or situation. Maybe let's take a look at the next card. This is the core issue here, okay? And the Seven of Cups, having choices about what foundation. This is about choices in terms of creating a foundation. Now, one of you might be deciding which way to go with work. It could be that some of you are maybe perhaps making some sort of choice as to which way to go, something that's going to lead to long term, right? Making a choice and getting rid of any sort of imagination or fantasy about the choice you need to make. It has to deal with your foundation. Even though that this is an emotional choice here, it has to do with your foundation. Is this someone that you can grow with? I think that maybe perhaps the foundation is key, and one of you or both of you are concentrated on the foundation, right? Whether you're together or apart, all right? But the foundations are very, very key. Anything else that wants to come through? I'm going to pull let me pull a numerology because I'm curious what wants to come through in terms of the core issue. It's the stability, something about the stability of the situation. Wow, I get a 27 card. This is spiritual partnership. You might be going into connection with someone. You might create change through a spiritual partnership with someone. It could be a lover, or it could be someone that you're coming together with on spiritual partnership. This is, coming together. It could be, to create change. So to create change in this situation, one of you might be coming in partnership and want to do some work together, or might want to get together. There's a spiritual connection here, nevertheless, that might relate to music. Okay, it could relate to music, right? So maybe you're going to have a spiritual partnership, create beautiful music together, right? And really focus on the stability and what's really working in the relationship right now, right? So the music is gonna help with the conflicts. That's a 5 card. So that's gonna help with the conflicts in the situation here. So that's the core issue. It's the stability with one of you, okay? There's something, a job, a business, something of the sort needs, and it needs stability. This relationship needs stability, right? As well as, individually as well as together. How can progress be, well, let me see, what's gonna help? What's gonna help the situation here? What can help it? More research. More research and letting go of some sort of perspective of the situation out of something that hasn't worked in the past. It's about letting go of a sadness of something that maybe didn't work in the past, is what this is talking about, okay? So this could very much well be the case. We get the 8 of Swords, creating change. The 8s this one here is all about isolation and imprisonment. So one of you might be just really focused on, staying close to yourself and not really doing anything. But this is saying is that more research needs to be done, right, to get balance. And that means to let go of the things that in the past that aren't working and focus on the cup that's already there, right? Easier said than done, but what this is saying is more research to let go and see something as a different perspective, and to not look down, but to look alongside of who you have near you or by you in order to use that other cup here. So what can help? Release, making a judgment and a decision to let something go. So something has been making you feel sad, or then that's one thing. Maybe you need to change your perspective on a situation as it pertains to maybe perhaps a brand new beginning. This is about being curious and energetic. What about looking at a new situation as being curious and energetic, right? and a new way of doing things. There's going to be a judgment here, right? Yeah, you know, and that's what's coming through here. Letting go of pride. Yeah, let go of pride. Okay, so that's what's coming through here, guys. Wow, how interesting. Yeah, letting go of pride is going to be a big thing. So one of you might be holding on to a little bit more of that, okay? And it's about letting go of pride. This is letting go of pride, okay? And really becoming the true you. How can progress be made here? How can progress be made? Taking action, moving forward, having the confidence, and really focusing on balancing yourself. Wow. I get the Chariot card. Have faith and love, continue to move forward, right? Have faith, Cancer energy, major arcana. 6 of Wands, have confidence. Some of you are in the spotlight, okay? This is victory, right? The victory pose, right? You have confidence and others are seeing that. So this is, kind of fire energy coming through here. Victory, focus on victory and moving forward, having faith, right? And then the Queen of Swords, right? And this is all about her being very perceptive about the process, about in love, who you choose to have around you. She is very quick thinker, very perceptive. And then the Hierophant energy. Okay, you could be dealing perhaps with a Taurus, or you might have that within your chart, but your connection to Source is making you feel fabulous. Okay, fabulous. All right. And that's what's going to help. Your connection with Source is going to help you perceive things better, help you connect with your faith, right? Because the Chariot has no reins. It's moving forward on faith, but you're protected, right? You're protected, and know that you're protected. You know you're protected through here, right? So that is what's coming through here. Yeah, the High Priestess card, guys. This is beautiful energy, Aqua. This is so beautiful. This is what's going to help. Your connection with Source is what's going to help. Okay, so what we're going to do is dive deeper into this. I'm going to dive deeper on this other person to find out what it is that they want from you, what's going to be their next move, what they're most afraid of, what are you most afraid of, right? Messages from both sides, a potential outcome, as well as advice. So if you're interested in joining, go ahead and click the link below. And guys, I look forward to seeing you next time. If not, definitely smash that like button and subscribe, and definitely hit the bell if you're interested in videos that do come out, or as I post them, okay? All right, guys, I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, namaste.